Dear students, under the chapter what, where, how and when, in our previous periods we understood how our ancient or the earliest people on this land lived, what they did for their livelihood. So for example, those were the people who lived called gatherers, herders and hunters. What all different things they did for their livelihood, we understood that. And afterwards we also came to know that how our country got its today's names, that are India and Bharat. There lies we understood it in brief. There lies a background behind these two names called India and Bharat. So these were the two important things which we already studied in this chapter. Now let us see the next one, that are pointing out about the past. Then if we are able to understand so many things about our past, about our ancient times, long ago, then how is it possible for us? The question arises. And the answer for the question is that there are so many sources available for us to study about this, about such past. Not simply one or two, but so many sources are there, such as books, inscriptions, monuments, but which were originated in the ancient times. Now let us see the first one of the sources through which we can study about our past, and that are books. Those books which were written in the ancient times, which were also called manuscripts here. Books are also called manuscripts. Why? Because here in that manuscript, manu, M-A-N-U, manu means hand. Manu means hand in Latin language. So here with this we understand that manuscript is the word which is derived from a Latin word called manu, and manu means hand. So as those books were written by hand, they are also called manuscripts. Now let us see in what forms those books or the manuscripts were written. They were written on palm leaves and bark of trees called birch. Okay. See, here one important thing we should know is that in those earliest or the ancient times, there was not something called paper and pen. Okay, there was no question of such things at all. Why? Because still that science and technology was not much improved. It was not much improved in those times. So paper was not yet invented in those times. That's why. But even though there were no paper as of today, still people used to write something, then on which they write. For that also they have certain options. See, usually those ancient people wrote on palm leaves and bark of trees called birch. See, we can find that certain types of leaves which are called palm leaves. Palm leaves means the leaves of a tree called palm. Usually the leaves of that tree seem to be thick. They seem to be thick in their structure. So, and at the same time they are not easily destroyed too. And anything that is written or drawn on that leaves remains for so many months or years. That's why the people thought it better to write on those leaves. So the first important means which they used for their writing was palm leaves, and the second important thing was bark of trees. Here that bark of trees means that skin or that hard skin of a tree. The hard skin of the stem of a tree is called bark, and usually the bark of a tree used to be hard one. So using that bark too, those ancient people wrote whatever they thought of writing, but that too especially the bark of a tree called birch was used much. Birch was a tree which was grown especially in the Himalayas. They used to skin out the bark of birch tree, and they used to prefer that bark of tree in such a way that it should be useful for their writing. So with this we understood that there were the manuscripts of the books written on the things such as the leaves on the palm leaves and the bark of the trees called birch. Now, afterwards this, another next important point here we come across is that after all, on what all subjects those our forefathers, those ancient people wrote them. Okay, what are the subjects they usually used to cover? Which all subjects these manuscripts contained in themselves then? Okay, now let's come to study this point. No doubt those manuscripts which were written so much long ago or in the ancient times contained in themselves so many varieties of subjects, various types of subjects manuscripts were written. And what they were, now let us see here. Those subjects included religious beliefs and practices, the lives of kings, medicine and science. Okay, let's see it in detail. First of all, here we understand those manuscripts, ancient written manuscripts, contain the subjects such as religious beliefs and practices of that times. Religious beliefs in the sense anything that is concerned with a particular religion and even that religious beliefs, or anything that is related to the God, to the existence of the God, or the beliefs the people used to have. The beliefs of the God the people used to carry. So those subjects too were included in such books called manuscripts. And what practices, religious practices, those people used to do, just like today. Even those ancient people too used to follow certain practices. Mostly they too used to celebrate something in the name of a religion, in the name of God. And the details of such religious practices too we can find. See, for example, how they worship their God and what all varieties of things those ancient people offered to their gods and the goddesses. What all names they had got for their gods and the goddesses. So, including all these varieties of religious things were included. They could be read in those books. So afterwards, that what we understand, the lives of the kings also. Not only these many, but the lives of kings too. In those times, if any kings or the emperors too lived, means how they lived, in what all ways those kings did their administration, how they carried out their administration, how efficiently they ruled their kingdoms. Okay, what all the achievements they did, what mistakes they did, even that also were included in these books, The Lives of the Kings and Medicine and Science. If any achievements, if any considerable, remarkable achievements were made in terms of medicine and science in those times, even that too were included in these manuscripts. And afterwards, not only these many, any achievement, if any achievements were made in terms of literature, such as epics, poems and plays too were included in these manuscripts or the books. It means in those times, just as of today, those ancient people too have a practice of writing the poems, epics and even plays too. Okay, even they too used to compose the proses, and all these things were contained in these books. Okay, thank you.